Welcome back, everyone, to the Red Alert Armory series, in which today we are going to talk about the terror drones of the Soviet Union. Fear. What is it that a soldier clad in 54 tons of cold steel and armed with a 105mm gun fears on the battlefield of Red Alert 2 in an alternate early 70s? The same thing that the lone gunman fears as he prowls a wooded trail for his enemies. A sniper, a dog, a silent knife in the back the second you turn away your eyes. Released in secret from Russian research and development program around 1970 and secreted to the Union allies around the world. The ultimate fusion of these concepts are wedded, and a tanker's ultimate fear was produced. Standing at 6 feet tall and weighing at nearly a ton, the spider-like Disassembler, affectionately named by the Soviets and Allies alike the terror drone, was a force that heralded a new and gory future in armored combat. The drone, the most pure expression of deep operations warfare that the Union had ever produced, was a killing machine like no other, and nearly a century ahead of its time in terms of innovation. Its origins, from Red Alert 2 at least, are shrouded in mystery. It was likely an invention of a team of red computer and hydraulic scientists in conjunction with the masterful Nikola Tesla himself. Possessing of a deep artificial intelligence and a matrix that allowed it to learn to hunt its prey, the Disassembler was the single most disruptive device of war that existed in the Third World War, and only somewhat falling behind the psionic ability of Yuri and his nation of psionic terrorists. Faster individually than any other vehicle in play in the war, and completely silent, the Union would release dozens of these mechanical horrors into the battlefields, and they would proceed to play havoc with whatever they came across that did not display the correct return on their complex identify friend-foe system. Absolutely relentless, the drones crossed fields and delved into forests and cities, killing anything that moved, man, animal, and vehicle, inflicting upon its enemies an incredible anxiety that any moment the automaton would rush from the night and, using his torches and prying arms, rip its victim, man or machine, bodily apart. Greatest was this fear, however, amongst its chief counter in the armored vehicles of Yuri and the Allies. The small arms were near useless, but one good shot from a cannon could take it out. The problem was spotting it before it got too close. Radar is useless, it's too low to the ground. It moves close to 30 miles an hour over terrain. When it's on you, even in a grizzly, it won't be long before it's pried off the turret and climbed inside to deal with you personally. The tools of the trade for a terror drone are its cutting torches and heavy hydraulic arms, and has been shown to be capable, like here.
Comrade, I have just received a demonstration brief of our terrifying new anti-armor weapon. They are affectionately referred to as terror drones. Do you like, comrade? I thought you might like to play rough in battle.
Of ripping tanks apart like they were made from papier-mâché. First, it'll make several deep cuts in the body of the tank, and then with its massive strength, begin to rip and bend the thing apart until it can squeeze itself inside. All of this is powered by a miniaturized version of the Tesla generators that the Union uses for power generation, allowing it to work for weeks without needing maintenance or oversight. Fortunately for the Allies, by the midpoint of the war, it was found that a defected vehicle could be salvaged if moved to a base and the drone removed, and the adoption of PRISM technology, the accuracy and immediacy of these weapons, could begin to counter them. Also, fortunately for them, was the fact that these robots could not be mind-controlled, making them expert hunters of Yuri clones. The legacy of these drones on the Red Alert battlefield would, in light of the Allied victory, be one of cold terror, as even after the war, reports trickle in of sudden attacks in the night by blurs of metal at searing light. wreaking havoc on areas once designated prime hunting locations for these terrible droids. For the brief times that teams have caught glimpses of these targets, they have taken pictures of mechanical monstrosities draped in broken pieces of vehicles and the gore of tens of thousands of people and the animals that it has slaughtered, as it skitters across the night in search of its prey. In the practically separate universe of Red Alert 3, these units differed in some important ways. First, that being that they could swim and attack things in the water. The second is that they were no longer autonomous, but guided by remote operators. This implies that the Union was much further ahead in space race than may have been realized, as it would have been required to have a command and control ability in foreign territories away from the motherland. Overall, these drones had less of an impact on the war than their counterparts in Red Alert 2, but it would still cause enormous damage to the nations of the free world. Here at the end, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the video and subscribing. I hope to bring out some more videos in very quick succession in the next couple weeks. We shall see. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you very much.